On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Tempest.
A severe or violent storm, especially one with strong winds and rain, a tumultuous outburst of emotions or feelings.
Examples:
Violent tempest. Tempest in a teapot. The sailor skillfully navigated his ship through the tempest.
Augment.
To increase the size, extent, quantity, etc. of something by adding something to it.
Examples:
Augment the reality. Augment immunity. Economic factors and monetary policy augmented inflation.
Meld.
To combine or blend, especially in a way that produces a harmonious or unified whole. To merge or fuse.
Examples:
Meld business and pleasure. Meld physics with life science. The chef melded the flavors of the spice blend to create the perfect marinade.
Deception.
The act of misleading or tricking someone, often by creating a false impression or concealing the truth, a fraudulent or dishonest action.
Examples:
Deception tactics. Deception in advertising. The politician was accused of deception for making false promises during his campaign.
Deceive.
To cause someone to believe something that is not true, often by telling a lie or creating a false impression.
Examples:
Deceive to lie. Deceive skillfully. The magician's illusions were designed to deceive the audience into believing they saw something impossible.
Disbelief.
The feeling of not being able to believe or accept that something is true or real.
Examples:
Disbelief in the authority. Ask in disbelief. His reaction was one of complete disbelief.
Receptive.
Willing to listen to or accept new ideas or suggestions.
Examples:
Receptive audience. Receptive to change. The voters appeared to be receptive to his new ideas.
Semblance.
The outward appearance or visible form of something, especially when it is different from the reality beneath, a vague or superficial similarity.
Examples:
Semblance of truth. Loose semblance of identity. There was no semblance of order at the chaotic protest.
Poetic.
Of or relating to poetry, equals a piece of writing that emphasizes the expression of feelings and ideas, using language in an imaginative and expressive way.
Examples:
Poetic genius. Poetic justice. The sunset was so beautiful it looked like a poetic scene from a movie.
Slight.
The use of dexterity or skill, particularly to deceive, a clever or cunning trick or skillful manipulation of objects.
Examples:
Sleight of tongue, sleight of movement. The magician's sleight of hand trick left the audience amazed.
Dexterity.
Skill and speed in performing physical tasks, especially with the hands, mental skill or adroitness in dealing with situations or problems.
Examples:
Dexterity with the pen, manual dexterity. The surgeon's dexterity was impressive during the delicate surgery.
Jean.
A sturdy cotton twill fabric, typically blue, used for jeans and other clothing.
Examples:
A jean skirt, jean denim. She wore her favorite pair of jeans to the party.
Magician.
A person who performs magic tricks or illusions to entertain an audience, typically involves sleight of hand or deception to create seemingly impossible or supernatural effects.
Examples:
Magician's hat, street magician. The children were delighted with the magician's clever tricks.
Storytelling.
The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples:
Storytelling performance, courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.
Conjure.
To call forth by magic, to create or bring about through the imagination.
Examples:
Conjure evil spirits away. Conjure a vision. The magician conjured up a rabbit out of thin air.
Juggle.
To manage or cope with several tasks, responsibilities, or situations simultaneously, to keep several things in the air at once, as in a juggling act.
Examples:
Juggle a job and motherhood. Juggle with facts. It can be difficult to juggle work, family, and social life, but finding balance is important.
Archetype.
A very typical example of a certain person or thing, a recurrent symbol or motif in literature, art, or mythology that represents a universal pattern of human nature.
Examples:
Archetype symbol. Feminine archetype. The hero's journey is a common archetype in many myths and stories.
Defy.
To challenge or dare someone to do something, to resist or disobey a rule, decision, etc.
Examples:
Defy gravity. Defy authority. She tried to defy her parents by moving to the city against their wishes.
Fury.
Intense and often violent anger.
Examples:
Market fury. Fury of the storm. The crowd's fury was palpable as they shouted and protested against the government's decision.
Chainsaw.
A mechanical saw with a rotating chain, typically used for cutting down trees or other large objects.
Examples:
Use a chainsaw. Sharpen a chainsaw. The lumberjack used his chainsaw to chop through the tree's thick trunk.
Elaboration.
The act of adding more details, information, or explanation to something. The development or expansion of an idea, plan, or project.
Examples:
Elaboration of details. Literary elaboration. The professor's elaboration helped the students better understand the concept.
Amazement.
A state of great surprise or wonder caused by something extraordinary or unexpected.
Examples:
Express amazement. Feeling of amazement. The magician's disappearing act left the audience in amazement.
Compel.
To force or require someone to do something. To exert a strong, irresistible force or pressure that makes someone act in a certain way.
Examples:
Compel a person to submission. Compel attention. The strict deadlines will compel the team to work efficiently.
Instinctively.
As a matter of nature or intuition rather than thought or training.
Examples:
Instinctively grab the knife. Instinctively bad with children. Some researchers claim that even humans can instinctively sense earthquakes.
Tweet.
A short, high sound made by a small bird, a message sent using Twitter, the social media application.
Examples:
A chick's tweet. His latest tweets. We could hear the tweet of baby birds.
Campfire.
An outdoor fire used for cooking, warmth, or light, often made by camping or in rural areas, a gathering or social event around such a fire.
Examples:
Campfire story. Roast marshmallows around the campfire. We sat around the campfire and told stories late into the night.
Simile.
A figure of speech that compares two things using like or as to describe one thing in terms of another. An explicit comparison between two things using like or as.
Examples:
Simile in literature. Epic simile. The poet used a simile to compare the sun to a golden coin.